Joey Edge along with Chris Martinez.
What's up? What's happening?
My bad.
Sorry.
My bad.
Yeah.
I kind of paused. That was my fault. And we are front porch sitting.
What's good, man?
Man, another day in the neighborhood. How are you? Everything good?
Yes, sir. Doing well. You got the cameras up and working. Proud
Yeah.
of you for that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice work.
Had a little help from my guy.
Yeah.
My guy Tyler. I FaceTimed him and he was like, "Just switch the cameras." And I was like, "It's a pretty good idea."
Worked.
Worked.
Dope. Awesome. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am burning up right now. It is hot.
It's hot in here.
Hot in the cave.
Anyone has any AC help here? We need we could use you. We could use you.
Please.
You know what else is freaking hot, man?
Tell me.
That shirt you got right there.
Oh, thank you.
What you
man.
got there? What is that?
Little Savannah State University Tiger. Yeah. Big fan of it. I like it. My guy Brian at Brian Sports hooked me up.
Yeah.
Always does.
It's
Good guy.
fire.
Yep.
I'm getting one.
I like it. Good call. A lot of Clayton Steinrook.
Rolf's in the chat. Cooey. Shout out Cooey, man. He's a real busy guy right now. Still making time for the front porch.
Yeah, big fan of that.
I got a question for him once we get going. Cooey, I got a question. So I know you obviously are working with Florida State football team in a very major role. What has it been like at practice without the media availability? Like, have there been any differences in way players played or practiced or how coaches coached? Or you can be extremely vague because we're somewhat media, but we obviously haven't been there. But I just want to know what other are there any differences, and if there are, what are the major changes that you've noticed? As he's doing that, we can go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know where we can go?
Yeah, let's go to JW Weaponry.
Yes, sir. That part.
Because he is the premier gun store of the South at JW Weaponry. My guy, old John Woodley. But they're always loaded, always.
Yep.
And they have whatever you need, whatever you want, gun-wise, ammo-wise, literally any and everything. And they're going to have the best prices already. But you can mention Front Porch Sitting, get 5% off of certain items. Not ammo.
Correct.
Anything you want to add to that, Chris?
No. Go see him. It's middle of. Uh-oh.
Huh.
That's weird. The microphones look like they're hot right now.
I'll play. We keep going.
Yeah, I'll
carry
keep
on.
talking. You guys let us know if it fixes itself. Chuck Bell sound in and out for him. Cooey sound in and out. Okay, cool. So I'm going to just kind of talk about nothing. We'll redo the JW Weaponry here for a minute. See if we can get it. Let's get it going. Rolf said it's good for him.
Right now.
He talked to your boy, right?
Yeah, he definitely talked to Benton.
Is the iPhone on the computer messing it up? No way, right? It's Apple to Apple.
I wouldn't think so.
I
I usually have the iPhone right here, so. Clayton said he closed the app, came back, and everything's fine now.
All right. Well, we're going to keep going. JW Weaponry, Joey.
Yes, sir.
Premier Gun Store South. It's turkey season. Go see him. Ooh, that did. It didn't crack?
Nope.
How?
I don't know. That hit flush, Bubba.
You gave it a little oomph on the way down.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so we're back. Cooey, my question to you was, you've obviously worked at Florida State here the past couple of years. So what is the difference with the media availability last year versus no media availability now? Do coaches coach different? Are players different? Is there any differences, I guess? And if there are, would you please inform us? You can be as vague as you need to be. I'm personally curious about how that process has altered things or not altered anything at all. Maybe everything's exactly the same.
Right. I like that question. That's a good question. Let's circle back a little bit to I don't remember what microphone this is, so I don't know how to turn it off.
JW Weaponry.
JW Weaponry. Yeah.
What number would you call there, Joey, if you needed to get in touch with those folks over there?
386-243-8587 is the number to JW Weaponry. 386-243-8587 is the number to the great JW Weaponry. Go see him like you said, turkey season's upon us.
My sister shot a bird today.
Did she?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
When do we get to fry some turkey up?
Hot. They're probably eating it tonight. Filled the table, unfortunately.
Glad we're here, I
I'll have
guess.
to go get me one, you know?
Yeah, I like where your head's at.
Yeah, he'll take
Ben's supposed to be getting us one, but he ain't been very successful. Of course, his hunting partner decided, in the person's land he was on, decided to sleep in this morning. I asked, I texted Lindsay because we have Life 360, right?
Right.
And so I texted Lindsay when like 9:00 ish when I realized because you don't really pay attention to notifications, and then you are scrolling through and you find one, and I'm like, Benton arrived home 16 and all that fun stuff, but mainly Final Four. We got some basketball in general, and then there's some NBA stuff, or not NBA. Good lord. Although NBA Jokic did score 60 yesterday.
Shout out to the
My guy Jokic.
Nuggets.
They lost. He had a triple double. But NFL, some NFL stuff. So just talking about some random stuff tonight. Nothing huge. Should be a pretty quick and easy show tonight, and we'll get to it.
Let's do it. Final Four. So we watched the Elite Eight, Sweet 16. We watched all of it.
We did.
What was your takeaways there from the weekend of basketball?
My takeaways are Duke is really good. They're just so good on the offensive side. They're good defensively too, but offensively, I don't know how you really contain them. I don't know that you do. Houston is very good defensively, which we already knew.
Yep.
I didn't think Tennessee. I thought they played terrible. I honestly thought they got a lot of open looks and just didn't knock any shots down against Houston.
Yeah.
And then I thought they tried so hard to knock a shot down that they shot themselves out of the game.
Yeah.
So
I can agree with that.
what was the other game? Florida, Texas Tech. I thought Florida played well against Maryland the game before in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
And then Texas Tech game. Thought they played well in the beginning. Really kind of just went through the motions in the middle. I thought really got out hustled, which isn't a normalcy for a Todd Golden team. And then the last 4 to 5 minutes, they started hustling again, and Condon started getting rebounds like he was not doing in the beginning
I
part
was
of
gonna
it.
say like the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, it started a little before that with rebounding. They started knocking down shots in the last 3.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
It was electric for anyone that had any wagers out there.
Yeah,
It was good.
had a good time.
It was a good time.
Had a good time, and then
Very good
Auburn
time.
just kind of handled business. Really, Auburn's good. Their average,
They're good too.
Their average age and their starting lineup is 24 and some change. So
Is it actually?
yes,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That plays at this time of the year.
yeah, they're like the 27th oldest starting lineup in the NBA right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
They're really close. The Oklahoma City Thunder is the 1 seed in the West,
Mhm.
have the best record in the NBA. They're like 6 months younger in their starting 5 than Oklahoma City Thunder.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
NBA team.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I know. That's insane.
Yeah, but coming up,
Yeah.
we got let's go a little preview of Duke and Houston first. I think it's a really interesting matchup.
You want to do the front porch sitting, like see where everyone is right now?
We can. We have it up.
I can recap. Not everyone. I won't say everyone. Leading right now is Jamie Minchin.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jamie Minchin.
Who does he have winning it? Silly
He has
question.
Florida winning it.
Stupid. Sorry.
Yeah. I believe Tate Rensenbrink. Is that Brinkley? I don't know. Whoever Tate Rensenbrink is. Do you know that person?
Tater Z Brink, Tater something. I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be Tracy.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, they're second with Auburn winning, and then I'm third with Duke winning. Mr. Hosford, Blake King, my sister, Rick Whittington, my dad, all those folks are in there, in that top 10 range. Top 10 range.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
All right, but we can get back to the more fun stuff. Or could we answer the question?
He did.
There are definitely differences, but determining if they're good or bad is based on the eye of the beholder. Absolutely. I'm sure you guys all probably got a little bit of a talking to or figure out how to dodge these types of questions. I feel like the coaches can probably coach a little bit differently, can probably be a little bit more free to do exactly what they want to do, not everything being recorded and reported and mainstreamed, you know what I mean? So
I agree.
I would think it would probably be a little bit more effective. I know you're not going to answer that. I don't expect you to, but
I kind of do, but it's okay.
we can find out another way somehow or another.
I mean, you can just put it in the chat. It's fine.
We're not going to put him on the spot now.
Oh, we could.
Final four.
Final four. Thank you. Good Lord. Houston Duke. You want to go to that one first? I feel like
Yeah,
it's obvious.
we'll
we
say
got to.
Florida.
Yeah.
Houston Duke. High scoring or low scoring game? What does Vegas say?
136 over under
So
total.
they kind of have it low.
Lowish.
Yeah.
I think it's Houston's always going to try to slow the game down. I can actually tell you. Hold on one.
I would
second.
limit Duke's possessions as well.
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be my game plan.
Yeah,
We're
100%.
not gonna park the bus and like choose the clock, but we're gonna limit. Try to limit as many at bats and shots as we can. The less we have to play defense, the better in that game. If I'm Houston,
Yeah, out of that's not what I wanted to do. It's okay.
yeah, you don't have to do that. We can keep it moving.
Houston is 360th in adjusted tempo, so they're going to their plan is to slow the game down.
They already like to do that.
Yeah, they want to do that. So they're going to try to limit possessions, play good defense, and knock down open jump shots when they get them. That's their whole game. One little quick nugget about this: it's the first time since 2008, and only the second time in history that all 4 1 seeds have made it. Did you know that in the history of KenPom, all 4 of these teams are in the top 10 overall in the history of KenPom rankings?
Really?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It is. It's Duke 1 overall. Houston's like 5, Florida's 7, and Auburn's 10 overall in the history of KenPom rankings
Wow.
this year.
Wow.
That's wild, right?
Yeah. So any given year, ever.
Yeah, since KenPom's been a thing, which I don't know how long it's been a thing, but it's been over 20 years.
Right. It's like an analytical service, right?
Right,
Yeah.
basically. In a
Or what
nutshell.
people know what it is. It's
Yeah.
a poll, basically.
Yeah, KenPom is like his name's Ken Pomeroy. He does these rankings and has been doing them for a long time. 2002 it looks like, so
Wow.
23 years. Vegas pretty much uses these numbers because whenever you go click on the matchups, it is literally the total, literally the spread. So
Huh.
good chance that this is what Vegas uses for their stuff. But yeah, 4 of the top 10 teams all time in
Wow.
the history of these rankings.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's how 4 1 seeds make it.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. I like. So we got 5.5. The number's 5.5. Do you like Duke or Houston at 5.5?
I like Duke. I have to ride with Duke at this point. I have Duke winning it all. That's my only path to win this thing. So I'm gonna be a Duke homer here, Joey. Where are you at?
I like the number. I like the number, but I also like Duke at minus 5.5. I think that they can hit some free throws late, make it a 7-8 point game. I like more than a 2 possession win for Duke.
I agree. We'll get the Cooley's question. Let's
Yeah.
finish Final Four. I'd like to talk a little. It's spring football's
yeah.
here.
Yep,
We're gonna talk college football.
We have to.
I'm gonna force that in.
Florida Auburn total is 160.
Oh.
Florida went to Auburn maybe a little over a month back.
Dismantled them, right?
They only beat them by 9, but they were in control of the game the entire game. Like
Right.
it got 9 late. It was 20 and then it went
Right,
to 9
right. I remember
late.
it
It
being
wasn't
bad.
0 and then went to 9. It was 20 and then went to 9
Right.
late. But yeah, Florida minus 3 over at 160. Do you have anything you like there specifically? Or
Florida minus 3.
yeah,
I like that number. I like
Yeah.
that number. I think they've been Florida's been a little Jekyll and Hyde,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I feel like they've been playing with fire for a little bit here. I don't think they get burned, Joey.
yeah.
But what was the game where they were really bad? Wasn't Maryland? It was the one before that. Who they opened with? Round of the first round of 64. The 16th seed. They just blew them out so bad,
Right.
by 40.
Norfolk State,
Norfolk. Who was after that?
UConn.
UConn was the one where they it was extremely tight.
Right.
Right. I
Yep.
think they played with their food a little bit that game, and then they responded and answered against Maryland and beat them soundly. And then I think we kind of played with our food again. So that's my point. Where I feel like they're just playing with fire a little bit, but they're on the cycle of the rebound type of game.
Yeah.
And it's also the Final Four. They've had a full week, 5-6 days to reset. I think Florida wins. I'm not going to say by a huge number. I like that. I think 2 to 3 possessions.
I'm kind of with that. I don't know if I like the fact that Florida went into Auburn and won. I feel like that gives a little bit more motivation, but also, like you said, it's the Final Four. What more motivation do you need?
Yeah, I mean,
I think you're there to play no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it has any significance at all, to be honest.
Yes.
I think overall they're very evenly matched as far as caliber of talent. I think the difference is Thomas Houck's been playing really, really well lately.
Yes. Yeah.
If he continues that trend, I think they win. Walter Clayton's going to do Walter Clayton things. Like I don't think you have to worry about that. But on the other side, Janai Broom's going to do Janai Broom things. So
yeah. I love it. I like it. You know what's really cool too for me though, Joey, is the fact that like a Lake City guy is on that staff, on that bench. I feel really, really confident that between you and me, that we can get him on the show when this is all done.
100%, I believe
Easily.
that.
He's a great person. I'm gonna like almost call our shot here when this run is over, and he gives a little time to decompress and do what he has to do. And
I like where your head's at.
I know maybe not interview for other jobs, Joey, but I'm sure he is a hot commodity. So we'll let him do his postseason process, and I feel confident that we'll get him on in the summer for an interview, and it'll be a good one.
Yep,
a really good one.
He's
We'll get him on. We'll get him on. Jordan Talley is his name.
Jordan Talley.
We used to play basketball with that guy, pick up basketball. Good guy, good dude. We are, all of us are friends. We're gonna make that happen.
Last time I hung out with Jordan, it was at the bowling alley actually.
Oh wow!
And I kicked his face in. Anyways, so we both have Florida. We both have Duke, right?
Yep.
You got Duke in the final.
I do.
I'm obviously going with Florida.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if this will go over here. Oh, look at me. Look at me.
Look at you. Wow. Really doing things.
So how about these old logos? Which one's the best old logo from the four? Auburn, Duke. I can't get this. There we go. Yeah. Auburn, Duke, Florida, Houston. Which one's the best one?
I kind of like Auburn. I'm gonna be honest.
Bro, I like them all better than the current logos.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
They're all so incredible.
Houston is just the H now, so that's not that cool.
It's not that cool.
That's not tough.
Duke's is just a D now. It's not that cool.
Not that cool.
Florida's Gatorhead is okay.
It's fine.
Auburn's Tiger, okay.
It's
just an
AU.
AU.
AU now.
It's just an AU.
Go back to mascots, you idiots. Take
Look
the
at
letters
this.
out of here. Give us an actual animal. Give us a mascot or a blue devil. Like let's stop with the letters. That's lame. We're
good
past
stuff.
that. This is really high caliber.
I think they all need to go back to the old logos.
If I was a Florida fan, I'd have that logo on almost every shirt that I had.
That's my favorite logo.
That's a good one.
It's not even
the
close.
one behind you, right? Kinda.
No. Oh, this guy.
Close.
This guy. No, this guy is. You can't see it. But
Right.
That guy
Oh,
is.
yeah, they can't see.
So they got both the logos on this flag. So you got
Yeah.
the new logo and then the old logo is the big guy
Yeah.
up top.
No doubt.
Smart by them. Good marketing. Before we get into, I have one more question in the show notes about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go. But before we get to that, let's talk about Brian Sports.
Yes. Because that question is about a player that's the best player in college basketball.
Right. Yeah.
The best sports store in all of sports stores is
Brian Sports.
Brian Sports.
Not even close.
Easy.
Ordered these last Wednesday. Like,
Yeah.
right? Was it last Wednesday or the Wednesday before? I don't know. Either way, 2 days later, Brian was like, "Hey, I got your stuff," and I was like, "Man, you were like Johnny on the spot."
Yeah.
Literally got it the next day or two and printed it, and yeah, just as
Awesome.
good as it gets. He anything you need, shirts, hats, cleats, shoes, tennis shoes, really truly anything you need, or if you just need a friend to talk to, Brian is literally that guy. Like he's a jack of all trades and actually a master of all of them too. So
Yeah, he is.
yeah, just go see my guy Brian at Brian Sports. If you can't see him, give him a call. 755-0570 is the number. If you mention Front Porch Sitting, you'll get 10% off. But yeah, man, go support Brian. He's literally one of the best humans that's ever walked on this planet. So
Certainly. You want to go to quiz questions here? Oh, no. You're the question that opened that. Yes.
yeah. So I started thinking about it this week, and in one and dones,
Yep.
right? And so I think there's a group of them. I'll let you decide before I tell you. But is Cooper Flagg the best one and done of all time, in your opinion?
No.
You don't think?
No. Did people forget what freaking Kevin Durant did at Texas or Carmelo did at Syracuse? I mean, Cooper Flagg is very good, but like Durant played by himself.
Yeah, DJ Augustine.
He was fine.
He was an NBA player for about 10 years.
Yeah,
He wasn't bad.
Durant was an absolute monster.
But they also didn't go to the Final Four. He was very good.
What team would you take, Duke or that Texas team?
Duke.
Yeah, me too. If you had to pick one player off of each team, who you take first?
Cooper Flagg.
You would take Cooper Flagg over Kevin Durant.
Absolutely. Kevin Durant's not a winner. Never was. Never will be.
Oh man, that's a hot take right there.
I've said that from day one. He went to the Warriors.
Anthony Davis at Kentucky.
I
That's
think it's between Anthony Davis. I kick Durant out. I don't think he's one of the best one and dones. I think it's between Davis, Melo, and Cooper Flag personally.
I mean, he's in the conversation, and
I just think his basketball IQ, along with his basketball ability, is something that we haven't seen in a long time. I wasn't a big fan until about a month ago, and I still don't like that they show his parents every other second. It really annoys me quite a bit. But him on the basketball court, man, and he's turned it up each game. He's turned it up a little bit more. He turns it up defensively. He rebounds. He passes.
Yeah,
like he's pretty good.
He is pretty good.
Give me some stats.
Yeah, he must have forgot.
Durant?
Yeah.
Like 30 a game?
No, not quite. Shot 50% from the field. 40 behind the arc. That's pretty crazy.
It's pretty good.
25.8 points a game, 11 boards a game, 2 blocks a game. So he was playing defense and rebounding then too. Like, that was insane. I'll go look up Flag's numbers for you too, so that way you don't have to do that. We can kind of compare and contrast.
I got it. Yeah, 48% from the field, 37% from three.
So far, Durant's better in both stat categories.
Yep, 19 a game, 7.5 boards, 4.2 assists, 1.3 blocks, 1.4 steals.
So he's better in every category. Minus
assists and probably steals.
Assist guy. Durant steals, I'm not entirely sure what those were.
But he is better in every statistical category.
He is. So I'm going to go Durant, and the numbers say, remember, when women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie.
They can most certainly be skewed, but yep.
I mean, Zion Williamson at Duke.
My guy Malachi Moats, who's not in the chat, but apparently he's watching, said KD is his guy.
KD?
Yeah.
Hey.
8th grade catcher, by the way. He's a football player too.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
I talked to him.
Yeah.
I'm the one that told him he wanted to come to Width, and I said, hey man, finish baseball season first, and then come work with us.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to work.
That's right.
He's
gonna be a good football player.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a good baseball player too, but I can't wait to watch him.
Seems like a good kid. Seems like a good athlete.
He is.
We like them. We like them.
That's right. Dougie Fresh said, Coach Peeler, Mr. Peeler said Zion Williamson. That's a good one.
Zion at Duke was a phenomenon.
He was. I wish Zion could stay healthy.
Me too. I mean, when that guy blew out of his freaking shoe,
yeah,
going up the dunk, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, the amount of force that he put on between the floor and the floor and his foot was insane.
I love the future stuff from Clayton. That's my favorite American pastime. Clayton and future Denver sports players.
So Chuck Bell went, Ant Davis, Peelers, Zion. You go Cooper Flag.
I'm going Cooper Flag.
I'm going Kevin Durant. Man.
Unless he doesn't win a championship, and then I'm not going Cooper Flag.
No, you picked him.
If he doesn't win the championship.
Melo at Syracuse was crazy.
I'm going to look at his numbers.
Melo at Syracuse?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. I bet it's shocking. I bet it's
22 points,
shocking.
10 rebounds, 2 assists.
So Durant's better than him too.
45% field goal percentage.
Better than him too.
34% 3-point percentage.
Better than him by 10 points there.
1.6 steals, 0.9 blocks.
Doubled his blocks.
But he was a champion of all champions.
Who was that? That was Melo? I like Melo. I'm never going to talk about Melo, bro.
Clayton does not like Melo. I learned.
Right because he has like a personal beef with him.
Because he was a Nugget and he was bad?
And then he left him and was like outspoken about how he left too.
Yeah, makes sense.
I believe. I'm trying to pull this up. He didn't play in 2025. Like,
who?
Anthony Davis.
No. You looking at his college stats?
Yeah. That's giving me
all this debate over college athletes. Give me FAMU Doug Peeler. I'll buy it.
No doubt.
I'll buy it.
No doubt. Doug's got some really good stories.
Listen, I got to talk to Doug, like fully talk to Doug. Ugh.
You found him?
Yeah, his numbers were garbage.
Yeah, they weren't good. That's why I quit reading.
Yikes. Now his field goal percentage is beautiful.
Yeah, he dunked the ball every time. The unibrow, remember?
62% and 15% from three.
I mean, he's not that guy.
I mean,
if you go by numbers, it's still Kevin Durant.
14 points, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks a game. 5 blocks is pretty impressive.
5 blocks is impressive.
That is impressive, but 14 and 10, I would have thought.
That team was loaded, though.
They were very good.
They were loaded. Was it John? Who was the guy? The point guard?
Yeah, John Wall.
DeMarcus Cousins was on that team, right? Am I making that up? I think he was.
No, I'm pretty sure he was on that team.
They had a
too.
3-2 that was insane. That Kentucky team was absolutely
Kentucky
electric.
team was
No, they had a
loaded.
they had a four that was a freak too. I think Anthony Davis was the 4. I think Boogie Cousins was the 5. Who was their free guard was like crazy dumb long.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Yes, that's who it was.
It is. Yeah,
John Wall, right? Is that right?
I think it was. Hold
That's
on.
why he only scored 14. The mouse that they had to feed, that's a NBA All-Star team.
Literally.
They all were, I believe.
Yes.
Who the heck was the 2 guard?
I'm fixing to find out.
Oh, that's a lot louder than I thought it was going to be. Willie Cauley-Stein? Maybe that was who it was. No, I thought DeMarcus Cousins played at Kentucky.
2011, 2012.
He did. He played at Kentucky.
Oh, I know he played at Kentucky. I just don't
I
know
know.
when.
Oh.
All right.
He averaged 15, 9, 1.8. DeMarcus Cousins did. Oh, my God. Jeez. That's insane.
Okay, this team wasn't as good as I thought. They didn't have.
We mixed up some years.
Yeah, they didn't have Wall. They didn't have Boogie. They really weren't all that great. Terrence Jones, Darius Miller, they were good in college. Michael Kidd Gilchrist was on the team.
He was good, though.
AD, Marcus Teague.
Teague was good, too.
Teague was good. Yeah, they were Vargas, Eloy Vargas. He was pretty good.
They were good. Good.
They were solid, but they weren't as good as we thought they were.
No.
Yeah.
No. If you did a Kentucky All-Star team, then maybe.
Yeah.
was what we did there. Nice. Let's go back up to Kui's comments. Let's talk a little football.
I'm in. Go ahead. Which one do you want to do first?
The top, or that one right there.
This one?
Yep.
What do y'all think some of the new coaches are like based off the media recently?
I feel like, okay, so Kui, let's play this game because you asked a question. I have to get some type of confirmation. I know you can't say yes for sure or no for sure, but we got to get, I don't know. We got to know something, right? We have to.
Somebody's got to say something.
Because if not, I'm just spitballing.
Right.
I'll spitball. I feel like I sat in the meetings with Adam Fuller. Okay, I told you guys about this. This is first-hand knowledge. This is not coming from Kui. And I was like, man, that guy really knows ball. But you can quote me, but I was like, I'm not sure that everyone understands what he is saying. Like, I don't think everyone's on the same page. At least it didn't feel like it. Again, I was in a closed-door meeting, and they allowed us to come in it. I won't talk specifics or who he said it to, but like there were some coaches, players weren't even in the room, that weren't necessarily on the same page. And I'm not saying they hashed it out in that room,
right?
But it was kind of like, well, we've been doing this for a minute. Why are you teaching it that way still? Like ultimately, those were like, and I quote the quote, and I was like, oh Jesus, I need to get out of here. I was trapped in the corner. I couldn't leave. I was like, I don't want to. I feel uncomfortable. I feel like I don't like this confrontation. It's real thick in here. And so if that's happening, if there's miscommunication between two paid adults that make probably $500,000 to $600,000 each, I'd imagine there probably was some mixed lines between player and coach. It seems like Tony White, Florida State DC, seems like a high energy guy. He seems from like what all we can see. He's a player's coach. Like I feel like he is going to connect better than Adam did. Right. And I don't think that's a super high bar. But it feels like that they're going to have a bit more of rapport with his guys.
Yeah.
As far as he's concerned.
Yeah.
Gus Malzahn, it seems like, I know he's asking me because I know you haven't watched any of this.
Nope, you're right.
So I'm not trying to cut you off or blow by you.
No, keep going.
Gus.
I was fixing to try to make something up, but you got it.
No, let's be genuine, be who we are.
Right.
Yeah. Gus seems like the veteran guy. It doesn't seem like, obviously, he's not going to have as much energy, but I think he knows what he expects, and he knows what that's supposed to look like, and when it doesn't look like that, it's going to be corrected immediately, it seems like. It just seems like a veteran set of eyes to me.
Yeah.
Like, you're watching him, like, coach his drill, when he talks, he's very, like, vague, very vague. Very vague.
Mm-hmm.
Like a coach. A head coach has been in the game for a long time, media trained, right?
Right.
I think he knows what he's looking for. Obviously, he should. That's all their job, but he knows exactly what it's supposed to look like. And so when you come from a different land, a different scene, like brand new time at Florida State, brand new players, you may not necessarily know everyone's name right away or whatever, but like you know what it's supposed to look like.
Right.
So while you're evaluating, I think everybody gets a clean slate, and I think there are some people that are emerging based off of their work, not their recruiting rankings or where their NIL status and stuff is. Like it's just based off of like, is it right? Just my outside opinion,
Right.
perspective.
I like it. I mean, you got to like that as a Florida State fan, right?
If what I just said is true, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know that it's true, but if it's true, I do like it. I'm not going to say they're going to be great. I don't think it had to be great. I think they have to win more than 5-6 games. I think they can win 7-8 games. I think Seminole fans can take a deep breath, and hopefully this thing moves in the right direction. They're not recruiting out. They're not recruiting at a real high level right now, but I don't care about recruiting anymore. I really don't. I really don't.
No, I mean, it's so hard to care about recruiting because it's so volatile and things change so fast.
Yeah, you can get the guy's signature, but he could be gone the next year. So, like, really, what did you get out of him? It's hard to miss something that you never had.
I agree with that, but I still think that you have to have a base. Like, there has to be a high school base talent.
I don't want them to go recruit portal only. I don't want them to go recruit portal only. I don't like that. I know that we had to do that again this year. But that's coming off of a 2-win season, so like you had to. You're not gonna go get like the elite prep athletes
right
off of a 2-win season. You're not. On 2 wins, you're not. You're just
no.
one.
You
have no proof of concept throughout the entire season. So when you're recruiting them the hardest, you're losing every single Saturday in a terrible way.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
Yeah.
A high school kid is just not going to happen. Not frequently enough. Not the elite of the elite. Yeah. And they still did good down the stretch.
Yeah. Cam said, "Love Coach White. He's an awesome guy. Did not know much about coaching, like his coaching. He doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. didn't word that very well, Cam. But we'll walk up and had a convo with anyone. Coach Malzahn has more energy than you think. He never has a dull moment.
So I really love it then. So can you tell me, am I close with like what I'm thinking or what I see, like what I'm pulling from it, or am I like out in left field? A scale of 1 to 10. How close am I on the two? I feel like I know what Mike is.
While we're waiting on Cameron's answer, let's go to a guy that we don't have to worry about having a 2-win season or anything like that. My guy, Josh McCardle.
Not going to let you down.
Not going to let you down ever. No. He's just not.
He didn't text me back, though.
Well, he will. He will. I guarantee you he will.
He will. If he sees this, he definitely will. He might get one right now.
Bam.
Look at that.
That's what I know
for
sure.
Look at that guy.
That's what I know about Josh McCardle for sure.
We threw a lot of darts.
Dude, I want me and Lindsay to come over one night.
Yeah.
And like the 4 of us throw darts for as long as your kids are asleep.
Let's throw darts. I'm here to throw darts.
I think it would be phenomenal. Sorry, I had to throw that up there.
Yeah,
for my
Josh
guy, Josh
is incredible. He did that.
Yeah.
Obviously, those you don't know. If you need anything made, though, for real, he can do it. He can cut your hair, but
more.
he can also, like, yeah, that's fire.
Dude, it is so, like, the picture doesn't do it justice.
It doesn't.
How freaking awesome it is.
It doesn't. Oh, Jesus, right down the middle. That boy's media trained.
He really is. Anyways, go see my guy Josh, man. He's the best barber I've ever been around. He's really good at it. Like, just truly has a gift to be a barber. But as great of a barber as he is, and I think he's probably as good as it gets on planet Earth.
I do.
But as great of a barber as he is, he's an even better person, and he's like the easiest person to talk to.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
Truly, when you're getting your hair cut, when you're done, you're like, dang. That kind of sucks. I was really enjoying this conversation. I was really enjoying the time. Yeah, like it's time to go. The 3 people are waiting, and you're like, all right, I guess I'll go. My fault. I'll leave now. And sometimes I get fortunate I'm the last one there, and then it's like 9:30.
99% of my haircuts, I'm the last one.
Yeah. Then it's like 9:30, and I'm like, sorry, Josh, I didn't mean to stay this long. And Lindsay's mad at me. She's like, why did you stay so long? And I'm sure Christy's like, why are you out there forever?
Yeah. Oh, it happens.
Sorry. I love Josh, so I'm gonna I'm always gonna be there as long as I can. But text my guy. Text him at 386-247-1430, and he'll send the schedule to you. Hop on the schedule, get on it, and never miss another one. I promise it's worth it. There's not anybody better.
For sure. I'll co-sign all of that. Will you throw that picture up there one more time? I just want to paint the
Right,
picture.
I will right there.
All right. So as you're looking at the dartboard, what makes it great about the space that it's in?
Yeah.
To the left is a refrigerator.
Yes.
Very cold drinks in there.
Yep.
To the right are 3 TVs.
Right.
And it's just like you don't want to leave.
Like
There's no reason to leave.
Like let's say there's games on the middle TV, but we don't really care about the games per se. We just want to see the score when we're there. So on the other TV, like the left TV, maybe there's some YouTube music going on.
Yeah,
or something.
music. Yeah, 100%.
There's vibes.
Vibes.
Yeah, there's
vibes
definitely
are
vibes.
high in there for sure.
Definitely.
I think Coach Peeler's going to come over. He said he was at some point.
What are we waiting on? Why is he not here tonight? Honestly,
I don't know, man. He's busy. That guy's really busy. Also, Chuck Bell. Is Chuck Bell still in the chat? Chuck Bell and I, Chuck's going to come up. We're going to just talk ball, hang out.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Can we cook some food too?
Yeah, we'll cook some food. And
I
we'll
like
cook some
food.
food, throw darts.
Yeah, that's yeah.
We'll do all that. No,
All
Chuck,
of it.
yeah, Chuck, sometime this month, I believe.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I'm telling you. He'll confirm in a minute. Yeah, and the Blackstone. Yeah, it's not fired. I don't cook inside. But it is.
He didn't have to say it like that.
It
though.
is. Yeah.
That was kind of like a movie.
I use my charcoal grill. Don't tell Kelsey. She bought me that for Father's Day. I don't cook on it near as much as I thought.
Chuck said, "Let's go." Marty said, "LOL."
Yeah, thanks, Dad. You set me up for failure. We're throwing darts. My dad's coming over tomorrow. We're gonna throw darts, smoke cigar, and watch the kids run around and play.
God, I'm jealous.
It'll be fun.
What time?
It's off season, about 5:30. As soon as football's over.
Good stuff.
I got to do it now, bro, because football is right around the corner. Speaking of football being right around the corner, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say. You're gonna say something.
I had nothing of relevance. No doubt. Love the dartboard, but cold drinks more. DG sales are best. I'm not going to disagree with anything that he said there, but I'm telling you right now.
It's all true.
Listen, I've had a good time on the dartboard.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah. All three can happen.
Yeah, for sure.
So I had some buddies I went to. I think Cooey also asked me, are we going to get down to Tallahassee? I think we are at some point, Cam. I don't know exactly when. We're still in limbo a little bit, like when we're going to start spring practice, because we have our county scheduled graduations on back-to-back weekends, moved it up one.
Fridays, right?
Huh?
Back-to-back Fridays.
Back-to-back Fridays, I said weekends. But then baccalaureate is on Thursday, Friday, obviously Thursday. So Thursday, Friday graduation, then the next week it's Thursday, Friday graduation for another school. So it's kind of hard to have a football game. So we don't really know when spring ball is going to start. We've asked the FHSA to please give us some insight, and they're not moving at a very rapid pace, and spring is right around the corner. So we are trying to get up there. Don't know when. But I did have my previous coaching staff, my Union County, my old buddies. We're still buddies, but they went to Florida. They had a coach's clinic, University of Florida. It's the best one. No offense, Cooey, I'm sorry. Like the spread is so good. It's like steak, lobster. It's all you can eat.
Yeah, you texted us that night that it was happening.
Oh yeah, it was insane.
You said that's what we should have done.
That's what we should have done.
Yeah.
We should just pay our $30, and then there's an open bar, so you can have drinks if you want, but you can also have water or whatever you want, whatever you want. But that is an option. And then we're playing the game.
Yeah.
In the O'Connell Center.
It was like a Sweet 16 game, right?
Sweet 16 game.
Yeah.
In the O'Connell Center, and then they also got to talk ball afterwards, all for like $30, and you could watch practice like from me to you, away from the action.
Yeah.
Really. Oh my God. Will you read that?
Yeah, Chuck said we got our appeal. By we, he means Buchholz got our appeal denied from FHSAA to start early.
So that's what's going to happen. So it probably won't be in Tallahassee. Actually, we'll have more time. We might be in Tallahassee. Anyways, Florida.
Is there anybody better than the FHSA?
I mean, just wow. Outstanding. They do still a fabulous job of governing nothing. Thanks so much.
You get 3 games. I'm sorry, never mind.
So, Florida.
We
talked about a little about Florida State. Not
Yep.
much, but there's not a whole lot to talk about right now because you can't really see anything. Although I know some things. Could be not from you, but I know some things. I asked them, I said, how do they look? And they said, absolutely massive.
Yeah.
Top to bottom, the whole roster, massive. Huge humans running around. Creatures.
creatures.
Yeah.
Love to hear creatures.
Yeah, no, then that's the first word that almost like they all said, almost at once. Just absolutely huge. So I think that's a good sign for Florida. It's odd that their win total is still 6.5.
I think so too.
That's
Honestly.
low, right?
I think it is low.
They were very impressed. Their coaches. One of them is a Seminole fan, one is a Clemson fan, and the rest are Florida fans. So they're all very much so.
Yeah, a little biased.
Fangirls,
Right.
and fangirls, like very excited to be there.
Yeah.
But the other two are objective, and they were like huge, physical enough in spring camp, like look good.
Yeah.
So that's a positive thing for Gator fans.
They say anything about DJ?
Oh, they said he is as advertised. He hasn't.
Oh, he's throwing the ball?
Huh?
He's throwing the
Oh,
ball?
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, rumor has it he's not.
His hamstring looks good.
Yeah.
I don't know. They didn't say anything. They said he's 6'7".
He's a big boy.
He said he's not. He is not 6'3",
Yeah.
6'4", whatever. So he's
Well,
bigger than that.
there was a picture of him standing, with Anthony Richardson in a photo. Anthony Richardson, he's every bit of 6'4".
He measured that at the combine.
Yeah, he was
And he might be
6'4"
6'4.5"
at the
like-
combine.
Yeah.
Like 6'4"
Yeah.
combine. DJ looked to be a couple inches, anyways.
I'm telling you, these guys don't. They're not just making that number. I didn't just make that number up. They said Lagway is like legitimately 6'7".
That's incredible.
He's grown.
So I saw him very, very close to me.
But
From
he
me to
makes,
you.
yeah.
At I don't remember what game it was last year, but it was a game, not last year, the year before. Sorry, 2 years ago. When he was still a senior in high school, he was there, and he was 6'3". Like he was taller than me, and he was
Yeah.
but he wasn't 6'7".
Sure.
He looks immensely bigger now than he did 2 years ago. It's crazy how much he's grown. Seriously.
No, yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Doug said so. I got very sad about the FHSA not giving the hometown kids, Buchholz Bobcats, their appeal. And then Doug made a very good point. They have been historically not been consistent, so we might be good.
Yeah.
We do have a bit. It is actually like a problem. I'm sure Buchholz has good reason to.
Right.
Like it is actually an issue. You're allowed 20 practices. With the way this is kind of set up, we'll get about 10. 5 will be acclimation period, so 3 days in shorts, 2 in shells,
Right.
and then like about 4 in pads,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna play a game.
Makes
That's
sense.
not safe. Is that safe? That's not safe.
Let's be honest. Do they care about safe?
Well, they're supposed to.
I know.
You should
I
care about the kids,
I
man.
understand what we're
Let
supposed
us
to
bump
care
it up
about.
a week and let's be safe. Let's be acclimated. Let's go be able to run and hit people like very hard because that's the goal. Fort White's on the menu. They got fat mouths. I'm not gonna say too much. I mean, we're 5-6, so we can't say anything. But very confident. Very confident. Do a good job down there, though. They do a good job.
They do. They do that.
They do.
Marty said he ran into Shane, my brother, at Publix and asked him a stupid question, and he told me, he said the question was who he thought was going to win the NCAA basketball championship, and he was absolutely right. I guess he assumed.
My dad is a big Florida believer. So
Really?
That's what they're both on Florida.
Good.
Like,
I like when Marty's on the same team I'm on.
yeah, he is. I'll tell you why, but later. But yeah,
Oh,
he likes Florida.
I got it. Anything else? Do we have anything else?
I don't have a whole lot more, man. I think we've done an outstanding job. I think us breaking the news that we're going to have
Jordan Talley?
Jordan Talley will sit here. He will do a show. We will get the air fixed before then.
Yeah.
We're not bringing this guy, a Gator, Final Four, potentially national champion, in here without AC.
Easy. Let's go easy on that. Just,
I said potentially.
Yeah. But
I'm not jinxing it.
a Final Four.
Oh no, I want the home. If the hometown kid gets it, it's okay that it's Florida.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be hurt. If
Are we watching that Saturday?
Sure.
Okay.
Saturday. What time is it?
Same time, 6:09.
Oh yeah, lock it in. Let's do it. Darts and all. Tell them to come over.
Probably Saturday's gonna be for the boys.
Okay. Chuck Bell. Saturday.
It's going to be a big show.
Hey, shout out Newton in the chat.
They're all big shows for us, Anthony.
Yeah, Saturday's a busy day. I got slide rental. My nephew's birthday party. Tate turns 2.
Big 2.
2 years old. But by 6:09, it will be time
Just sit in the backyard. I can promise you that.
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
Big fan of that.
I think that's it, brother. I don't have a whole lot more, man. Sitters, we love you. Thank you so much for being here. It is a bit of the dog days. We know that. I'm excited to be able to interact with them.
Absolutely.
But we are I'll do a little more research, and you will too, on Florida and Florida State. So next show we'll have Final Four recap.
Yep.
And then we'll have we'll dig in a little bit more into the weeds of football. Which is what you're here for. We'll go a little more NFL too, because there are some storylines. We'll save those.
Yeah. I agree.
We love the Sitters, man.
We do.
It's just you and me, bro. It's just you and me. It's like Will Smith.
It's just us.
Looking around, what's Brad and what's Tyler?
It's just the two of us. Just you and I.
Let's make it happen. I hear you.
That's going to be it for tonight's Sitters. This has been Joey Edge along with Chris Martinez with a little help from Tyler Rolfe, and we are Front Porch Sitting. See you next time, Sitters.